So wait till you get to explain the other kind of addition.
Oh god, I'm bad at those too. Like I'll get them perfect like maybe 25% of the time if I'm lucky. But they still do a lot of damage even if you don't get it all the way. So, you know, they're still nice. I love the music here. Like, for the most part, this game's soundtrack is a little unremarkable, but the Hellena Prison music, I think, is one of my favorites. It fits it really fits the area well, especially with those MIDI trumpets. Oh man, I love the MIDI trumpets. And it's one of the more memorable tracks in the game. Things are a little bit different here with encounters. There are no random encounters here, so the arrow's just going to always be red. Normally, in towns and stuff, the arrow's just always blue, but since this is a hostile area, it's a red arrow. I guess is how that works. And now Dart's got to sneak in here. He's clearly trying to use this merchant as cover. So, you can actually mess this up, but I'm not going to show it off. All you have to do is push X when the exclamation point appears above his head. That's it. He never thinks to check, you know, the other side of the cart, thankfully, because he is not very good at his job. So Dart's able to get through.
The funny thing being, like, just where he was standing, he could see Dart the plain as day.
Well, I mean, look at that helmet he's wearing. It probably really restricts his vision. I mean, this is fantasy evil minion helmet. It is not designed with visibility in mind. It is just designed to look villainous.
Also, to make sure you can't see their faces and feel bad for them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, obviously. I mean, look at that. What even is Freugal? I don't... He doesn't look human, but nobody seems to think he's weird or unusual or anything.
I think he's just supposed to be, like, a big guy in even bigger armor.
Right, but, like, the weird thing is this world only has a few major sapient races, and Freugal does not belong to any of them. Alright. Alright, so, let's see. I don't think I can do anything over here. Oh, no, I can. There's a treasure chest. Sweet. Ah, burnout. I can't get that chest yet, but I think I'll be coming back for it in a bit here. Alright, so when I try to leave... Oh, it's the merchant! Oh, he wasn't expecting me to be in his cargo. Well, so much for sneaking on in. A ball spawned. Ha! I like that. That actually, maybe he was just borrowed from another game. Maybe they had, like, his asset laying around from a game that got canceled or a game he got scrapped from, and they're just like, let's just use this. And these are the Hellena Wardens. Do they die in one volcano? Let's see. No, they do not. So it's going to take 2 volcanoes to kill them. And they use attack magic, those sons of bitches. Fortunately, they're not very good at using it. I'll show off.
I'll drink lemonade sometime.
Oh, yeah, so I'll, why are you talking about lemonade?
Yeah, I muted my headset, but it didn't work, I guess.
Oh. I was like, wait, what's going on with lemonade? But yeah, I was saying I'll show off attack magic in a little bit once we get to the first real boss of the game. I'm not gonna kill you. Yeah. Well, he seemed to get okay with this situation fast. Like, oh, you're breaking into a prison, but you're not gonna kill me, so I guess I'll shut up and leave you alone. This isn't weird or sinister at all.
I think he's just a merchant. He's like, why does he care what you're doing here?
Right, but not only that, he can sell me items. I mean, hey, he's got to make a buck, right? He's got healing potions. I've got 8 of those. Angel's prayers, which are basically a revive. But they're a really good one because they restore half of your HP, so you don't have to worry about reviving and then immediately getting ganked again. And Sparknet, which is a thunder-based individual attack, so it's useless because thunder-based damage is just, it's not good. It's not super effective against anything, but also something resists it. So, you know, not going to be going out of my way for electric attacks, but I am, of course, going to be using the electric-based character, because even though he doesn't have any elemental strengths, he's still really good. I'm not going to buy any Angel's Prayers. I'm not going to need any, if I'm being completely honest with myself here. And you have limited item space. Oh yeah, that's the thing about this game. You have unlimited space for equipment, but items... let's see, hang on. This? Yeah. Items you can only hold 32 at any point. In the Japanese version of the game, there's a way to double that, but you can't do it in the North American or European versions at all because it requires like some weird peripheral that only ever came out in Japan. I think Final Fantasy VIII did some stuff with it too. So yeah. Yeah, no way of expanding your item slots in this game. And items are very, very precious because of that. So, there's enemies walking around. You can sneak past some of them, but, I mean, I want to fight them, obviously, for that sweet, sweet XP. But the combat in this game is super fun, though. Can I go up here? Yeah. Okay, well, that was pointless. What's this say? Out of service, don't even think about it. Well, I'm thinking about it. Screw you, sign. You're not my real sign. Okay, well, that was dangerous. Should listen to the sign. Fortunately, nothing of value was hurt. I mean, Dartsies are probably going to have some long-term negative effects, but everything's fine for right now, and that's what really matters. I'm gonna skip that guy. I don't need to fight that guy. There are enough guys in here.
It's not like we cares what happens to Dart like a year from now.
Right. I can skip this guy, but I mean, I'd rather kill him. You know, he's in my way. And this isn't Metal Gear Solid.
So Metal Gear Solid probably would have been more fun with additions.
How would that even work? I mean, you're using guns. Do you have a gun edition?
Yes.
Remember there's one ranged character in this game, and it's the one character that doesn't have additions? Saving grace to that character who doesn't have additions, and that is an insanely high magic stat, making them really useful with attack items in boss fights. But they are a pain to level. A real pain. Oh, yeah, by the way, the character's magic stat actually does affect how much damage they do with items. So yeah, items are basically your main source of magic in this game. Both, you know, attack magic and healing magic. So you just never want to keep any pesky bull crap around like that charm potion I'm carrying, like, which just lowers the encounter rate. Whatever, I don't need that.
So pretty much first chance you get, you're just gonna like sell that for extra cash.
Exactly. It's not even valuable. I'm just selling it because I'm never gonna use it and it's in my way. I don't think I can get that chest at all. Alright, so I can go up this elevator, but I'm not going to. That's the way I'm supposed to go, so that means this way's got stuff. There are enemies here guarding the stuff. You can, in fact, sneak past all of them. It's not too tough. Well, it's a little tough. Either way, I don't care. I'm not going for a pacifist run here. Alright. Making some good progress, though. Breaking into prison, which is so much easier than it should be, considering how not stealthy I'm being. Why isn't anybody sounding an alarm? Is there not an alarm? Oh my god, there's no alarm here! Ooh, leather jacket. Alright. Kick this guy's butt. I gotta be at 20 usage now, right?
Volcano!
Yeah, probably. I don't think additions actually level up in combat. I think the new levels don't. The stats for the new levels don't take effect until you finish a fight. So like, there have been a few times where I've like leveled up an addition in a boss fight, but it didn't, you know, go up in damage or anything. And anyway, let's get out of here. Anybody else I can kill? Anyone? Oh, you. He said a swear! Oh my gosh! It's so not cool. Game. Probably rated T for teen, with throwing words like bastard around. I know this game like the back of my hand. Kind of. Maybe I know the back of my hand better. I mean, I do know the back of my hand really well. I look at it all the time. Also, I don't think I have every Stardust location memorized or anything. So yeah, there's that. But I do know it pretty well. This is like one of the only PlayStation. They're rendered on a computer and then popped into the game, usually in a CGI crib or a stroller. One of the two, usually. Alright, so this is the way forward, I think. I mean, it has to be, right? Yep. Alright. So now there's some stuff happening. Oh no, it's good guys that got captured. I mean, we assume they're good guys. They're being imprisoned by the bad guys, so they're probably good guys. Yeah. So there's a civil war going on right now. It's a very, very black and white civil war where one side is just so obviously good and the other side is so obviously bad. They're just like cartoonishly evil over here where this prison is. So the guys in blue are the good guys. And whoa, nice glitch there. Hellena Ward Idiot. Nice. What? What's going on? It's a good guy! And he's wearing all green! So he's definitely a party member. He's got like a face and everything. You can tell just looking at him. Like, that guy's obviously a party member. Or a major antagonist, but that's not likely. Because, again, wearing all green. He's heroically sacrificing himself to save these two faceless guys. And they just died anyway. Because, yes, that does go all the way down. So, that sucks. Yes, Dart. What the hell did you think it was? God. A dog of Basil. Yeah, so Basil is the good kingdom to the north. And, I don't remember the name of the other kingdom. Sandora, yeah. Sandora is the evil empire to the south, because kingdoms are always good and empires are always evil. So this is Lavitz. As I'm sure you guessed, he's going to be joining my party right the hell now. He's the game's Lance user. I think I accidentally called him Lance earlier instead of Lavitz. Like twice, now that I think about it. Whoops. So now we're fighting 3 of these guys, but we've got Lavitz with us. Right now, Lavitz isn't going to do as much damage as Dart because he's got a weaker addition equipped, but he's got more HP. And look at him. He's a Lance guy. Any game with stylish combat like this, and you've got a Lance guy, you know he's going to have some really cool stuff. It's just how that goes. But Dart can finish this guy off.
Volcano!
I just want to kill this guy already. 3 of them at once is taking so long. And then there's just been 2. You could have gotten your point across with just 2.
Volcano!
Excuse me. No. Now you're dead. Jerks. This game's usually pretty well balanced with the enemies it throws at you. And Dart hit level 4, so now he's going to be able to kill those guys in 1 hit, with Lavitz sadly lagging behind a little. Just a little. Lavitz is a pretty easy character to use. You know, none of his additions get too complicated. Honestly, probably about on the same level as Dart's, but they're still pretty good. And he gets this really, really good ability later on, where for 3 turns he can have damage for the whole party. So he makes a lot of bosses a lot easier to survive through, because there's some tough fights in this game, unless you like horribly overlevel, and it is difficult to overlevel yourself in this game. Yeah, Lavitz here has no idea where Shauna is, obviously. But yeah, so he's one of the characters I recommend for anybody playing through this game for the first time. Because he's not too hard to use, but he's still really good, and he just can make things a lot easier for you on tough boss fights. I won't be using him. I mean, I'll be using him for a little while because I don't have a choice. But once I get the Thunder character, he's probably going to be out of my party for good. One thing I want to recommend for anybody who wants to play this, you'll always want to use 1 male party member and 1 female party member alongside Dart, and that's due to the way equipment works. There are these 2 specific pieces of equipment that increase a character's speed. Almost never happens. It is very difficult to increase speed in this game. It doesn't happen through levels. But speed is such an important stat. And since there's only 2 items that boost it, one's usable on males, one is usable on females, you want to make sure you have at least 1 female party member so that you can take advantage of that and give it to 2 characters instead of just 1, which would be the case if you were using all 3 male. And since Dart can never leave your party, you can't use all 3 female, but yeah. Using 2 females is fine, because then you can just give the male item to Dart and the female to whichever female needs it more. But you never want to use all 3 male for that reason. And now you know. The more you know.
Domino's Pizza Hut is fucking terrible.
Yeah, unless you're in the mood for stuffed crust. If you want some stuffed crust, you go Pizza Hut.
Yeah, but it's like their stuffed crust isn't worth the taste of their shitty ass pizza.
No, it is. I'm sorry, it is. And the pizza sauce has gotten better in the last couple of years. Alright, bye, skeleton. Why did they just leave the skeleton on the bed? You're not gonna clean that shit out? Does this place not have janitors? There are enough people around that are literally disposable. You'd think they'd have some janitors.
The prison's probably so big they forgot anyone was in there and they didn't need the cell.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, found a treasure chest. I think you can grind... Yeah, SparkNet. Probably just gonna sell that later. I think you can actually grind enemies here since they endlessly respawn.
If you want flavored crust, I'd say Hungry Howie's if that's an option near you.
Oh man, I didn't know you were starting classes soon. I didn't even know you were planning on going to college this soon. Where are you going? You know, Aurelia actually might have told me and I just forgot. I forget a lot. Yeah, Dart can kill guys in 1 hit now. I should take advantage of that and attack this guy.
Yes.
And he's dead.
Volcano!
Nice. So that means I can kill and in 3 rounds instead of 2. So that's always good. Ooh. Lavis does have one major flaw, though. He has the second worst magic defense in the game, and this is a game where most of the really brutal bosses use magic attacks. Like, all the damn time use magic attacks. Magic is a much bigger threat in this game than physical attacks, even though, somewhat ironically for the characters, their physical attacks are way better than the magical ones. But yeah, magical attacks are a much bigger threat in this game than physical ones, even though there's almost no, what was I saying? Oh yeah, there's almost no magic early on, except for like a few randomly thrown out attack items. And where am I going? I'm completely lost right now. So, buddies. I'll have to check that out eventually. Oh yeah, so now that I've got Lavitz in my party, I can move up. Because that elevator was not there before. It's just one guy. So he's gonna die just immediately. Just one attack from Dart, not even gonna counter, and he's dead.
Volcano!
It's that easy. I don't know if Lavitz is gonna be able to get up to be strong enough to one-shot anytime soon. That'd be nice if he did, though. Because there's gonna be a lot more of these guys to fight. There's not really much else to say about Lavitz. I can't go through that door yet, it's locked. If I tried to go through it, it'd just be like, oh yeah, the door's locked. So, I'm just gonna go this way for some good plot. Or, no. Is this plot? It might just be a key. Yep. There's a lot of guards here who are not paying attention. And have... Well, yeah, it's those helmets. They really limit the vision. Uh-huh. Oh, it's nice that they just left that key lying around. You know, for a prison this massive, it sure is run really poorly. Like, it's not like they don't have enough people here. They've got a lot of prison wardens. Like, look at all these guys just standing around talking.
Yep. Yeah, but here's the thing. When has an evil empire ever run a successful prison?
I guess that depends on your definition of evil empire. I mean, the Nazis ran some pretty successful prisons. They just lost the war.
I meant in like a fictional setting.
Oh, yeah, that makes more sense. Oh no, leave me alone! Oh, okay, I'm fighting him. Yeah, so I'm in here now because I had the key, because it was seriously just laying there on an unguarded box. Ah, crap, there's 3 of them. I might just run. Nope, can't run. Never mind. No escape. Never give up, never surrender, trust your instincts. That's what I meant.
You know, like, Levitt's actual, like, prowess in battle, it's kind of underwhelming after watching him just, like, one-shot 1 billion people in his introduction scene.
Well, I mean, come on. Cutscene logic, you know, it's always gonna be different. Let's see, let's get these. Should I talk to these guys? Okay, I've been ignoring people. What's up? Yay, despair and hopelessness! No, you're definitely gonna rot here because I'm not breaking you out. You're on your own. Sorry. Can't help you. Wow, that's awful. Oh, shit. What's up, guys? Oh, wait, it's just 3 of them. Get them before they make a noise? What? We've just been charging our way through this place, swords ablazing, and nobody said boo! The security here is garbage! Who cares if they make a noise? They're gonna make a lot of noises as we stab them to death. I get anxious when any of my guys dip below half. I think it's the changing colors that do it. You know, they're like, oh no, yellow. That means caution. Better do something about it. You son of a bitch! You double son of a bitch! Or you other son of another bitch. Yeah, that makes more sense. Oh, come on, man. That's just mean. And stupid. Why would you attack the guy that's not guarding? Or why wouldn't you attack? Damn it! That's what I get for trying to think things. Yes, and Lavitz is finally level 4, so I think he might be able to one-shot some guards now. Of course, now that there aren't that many left to fight, because, hey look, it's Shauna. Or, listen, it's Shauna. And, oh god, here it comes. Oh, this is terrible. I hate this. The writing's just so bad at this part. I'm just gonna let it speak for itself. Maybe you should try tropical comedy. Everybody likes tropical comedy. Nobody likes topical comedy.
Did no one tell them that, like, single exclamation points are fine?
No, I think that's just what the exclamation point looks like in this font. It just doubles it for some reason. Because I don't think there's ever a single exclamation point anywhere in the game. Plenty of ellipses, though. Alright, so another trope. The hero sees the love interest as more of a little sister type and doesn't realize the hot piece of ass sitting right under his nose. Tropic Thunder is a pretty good tropical comedy. That counts as a tropical comedy, right? Or is that a war comedy? Or a film industry comedy? I don't know. It takes place in the tropics, though. Anything that takes place in the tropics. Like a bunch of episodes of Archer are tropical comedy. And, like, the entirety of Gilligan's Island. Literally every single moment of Gilligan's Island. Yes, but just the first half of Cool Runnings. The second half is tundra comedy. I'm proud of that one. I shouldn't be, but I am anyway. Oh no, the music's gone evil. You'll get used to this music, by the way, because you will hear it a lot. It's the game's basic danger theme.
Like, Shauna, for whatever damn reason, decided to stop and fix her hair before sleep.
Because she wants to look good for her crush. Alright. Back to 3, guys. But again, I think Lavitz might be able to kill him in one hit now, so the timing worked out pretty well there.
Volcano!
And yeah, as I'm sure you can imagine by the fact that Shauna is wearing all white, she is about to join our party. What is your weapon? What is her weapon, you may ask? It's terrible is what it is. Yes! One shot from Lavitz. Oh! Jungle to Jungle. That's tropical comedy. Even the parts that take place in the city, because it is the concrete jungle. Like, that's literally the whole point. That's why it's called Jungle to Jungle.
What about Jumanji?
Oh yeah, Jumanji totally counts. I mean, yeah, no, just 100%. The new Jumanji 2, which I'm scared of the new Jumanji, I'm not gonna lie. Like, they've got a good cast, but they might just be phoning it in. And it's... like, I'm down with the fact that it's an old video game instead of an old board game, because most of the youths of today don't even know what board games are anymore. Fine. Making it like an old NES game, it does work. It does. It completely changes the story, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, because the original was just based on the plot of, like, a 20-page illustrated kids book. A pretty good 20-page illustrated kids book, but nonetheless. The Rock is not overrated. You shut your whore mouth. Yeah, Brave Little Toaster does count as tropical comedy. Look, if you think The Rock is overrated, then you need to go watch... oh my god, what was that? What was that Michael Bay movie with Marky Mark and Anthony Mackie and The Rock? weightlifter crime movie. It was so good. I can't remember the name of it now. Does anybody know what movie I'm talking about? Didn't come out that long ago, like a few years ago. It had Mark Wahlberg. I don't know. Anyway, nothing important is happening here. Shauna just grabbed a bow. Bows are terrible. But yeah, no, if you think The Rock is overrated, you need to watch that movie again because he is amazing in it. I legitimately like The Rock as a comedic actor. Anyway. Yeah, see what I said? Oh, there's also an exclamation point with a question mark right after it. So, you know, it's not 2 exclamation points in a row, but it counts, I guess. I maintain that that's another single character, because like I said, you never see an exclamation point by itself. There was 5 in that one. Oh my god, never mind. Oh no, I've been proven wrong. Why? Well, okay.
The person in the very next sentence in the same text box.
Yes. Dole. That's a name in red. That must be important.
I think I found the one you're talking about. Pain and Gain.
Yes, Pain and Gain. That is the name of it. That is... Every so often, Michael Bay makes a good movie. Like that, and The Rock. And Bad Boys 2.
Although I insist that Bay does it by accident.
Maybe. No, you know what it is? It's usually just his licensed movies that are really bad, you know, or cringe-worthy. Like, the Transformers stuff, it's bad. His Ninja Turtles movies are even worse. No, that's not a tropical movie. I don't think so, anyway. It might have tropical parts, but... Anyway, yeah, but when Michael Bay makes his own movies with his dumb, cheesy action scripts, they really work, you know?
I mean, I'd have to say The Land Before Time can't count as tropical because,
it takes place on Pangea.
Yeah, like, but even then, like, back then, most of the plants we associate with a tropical environment didn't exist yet.
That is also true.
Like, literally, like, the only things back then were, like, simple ferns and the very earliest kinds of trees.
Yeah, everything was just completely different. So the merchants here, which basically should be a pretty big warning that we're about to get into a boss fight. So I'm not going to buy anything, but I'm going to sell off this charm potion so it stops cluttering off my inventory. And I just realized I got a piece of equipment, like, at a couple of points that I haven't bothered to equip. Whoops,
oh, yeah,
oopsie.
You said you were going to look at that leather jacket and then never did.
Yeah. Well, that's why. Shauna is the one who gets it. So, this is a piece of equipment for Shauna that's going to increase her defense and magic defense. Hooray. In general, in this game, it's very... In according with being the tropiest damn thing ever, females have worse physical stats, but are faster and generally have better magic stats. So, yeah. If you compare Shauna here to Lavitz, who, look at all those physical stats, but he's slower and he's got, like, no magic whatsoever. And Dart, you know, being the main protagonist, he's somewhere in the middle. He's good at whatever. His magic attack's actually a little bit higher than his attack, but that... He's just going to do so much more damage. Syndrome. Yeah, exactly. But he's going to do so much more damage with physical stuff anyway. Just because he gets really good additions. Shauna, as I mentioned before, does not get additions because she's using a bow, and they couldn't think of ways to make bow moves look cool, but she's the frail love interest, so there's no way she can use an actual melee weapon. I mean, we're lucky they didn't give her a staff or something to just wave around all well, I guess they couldn't, because of the way magic works in this game. Anyway, here's Freugle. Did not get a chance, or I did get a chance to save, but I forgot to do it. Whoops. Also this right here. This is one of the best examples of English in this game. This is what the English is gonna be like. Just occasional weird text boxes like that, there is one answer. So, man, this dialogue, I love it. Oh, and yeah, he just stops to talk to Lavitz. Just in the middle of this. There's going to be a lot of stopping and talking when there should be fighting. I love it, honestly. There's nothing about this game that isn't cheesy. Nothing. Oh, no, not guards. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, so Freugle here is the one responsible for the town being wiped out. Apparently, they didn't order that. He just did it because he was bored. So, this guy's a huge dick. Castaway is definitely tropical. Well, I don't know, was that a tropical island in Castaway? Yeah, I'm gonna say it was. Alright. So here's the boss music. It's pretty good. I enjoy it. It's definitely more interesting than the regular battle music, which honestly I just kind of tune out most of the time. Gotta start by killing off one of these guards. They are annoying and in my way. Ooh. These guys look different, actually.
Volcano!
Yeah, these guys aren't gonna die in one hit. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is what Shauna does. She uselessly plinks a bow. That's it. Fortunately, she's got this, I think either the highest or the second highest magic defense in the game, and the highest magic attack in the game. So while her physical damage will always be garbage because of her lack of additions, she's still a really useful boss killer if you've got magic items to throw at them, because she can do a lot of damage with those. I'll just show that off right now. And hey, I get to show off how this works out. So Freugle's Earth Elemental, so I'm just going to throw a Burnout at him. Sparknet will do the same damage, but actually Sparknet's less useful. I'm going to toss out a Sparknet. Oh, nope, I cannot attack Freugle until all the wardens are dead. So never mind. Now I can show you how this works. So, see on in the description there where it says S attack, Thunder multi. S means single, there's also A attack for all, Thunder's the element, and multi means basically that I can mash the hell out of the X button, like so, to increase my damage, kind of like boosting the GFs in Final Fantasy VIII. Whew. 190 is pretty good. You can get it up in the 200s. I don't have a turbo controller though, so I have to actually mash. So yeah, that's gonna be. I mean, I'm gonna dump Shauna from my party as soon as I am able to, which is unfortunately still a little ways away. But in the meantime, she can still be pretty useful in boss fights. The game does hand you plenty of attack items too, you know, just laying around in treasure chests. And you're never really gonna waste those on regular enemies anyway. So yeah. I'll probably still use them later on after Shauna leaves my party, because I'll use some other characters that are good with attack magic. And, you know, if you've got an elemental weakness you can exploit, attack magic's pretty dang useful. Alright, so throw Burnout at him. I'm just gonna use 2. I don't want to waste them all on one boss. I don't think I really need to. Yeah, every time I hit a certain threshold, it zooms in, and zooming in basically means more damage. I'm not great at it. I could get, like, do that thing with the pen cap or the battery, and oh great, more guys. Oh yeah, and these guys are even stronger. They're senior wardens. So yeah, that's annoying. I think I can two-shot these guys still with Dart with 1 hit, Lavitz in 1 hit, but we'll find out in a second here. Nope, guess not. Wow, that sucks. Okay, but Shauna can finish him off at least. Oh, that's annoying. I love that they don't even render the arrows either. I mean, why would they? Oh, yeah, and when he dies, he tosses out a multi-fire attack, or a hack-all-fire attack. And you can see it did the most damage to Lavitz because, again, pretty low magic defense. fight's not going super great for me. I'm still alive. That's, that's good at least, but yeah.
I mean, have you actually felt compelled to use a potion yet?
No, that's true too. I mean, I'm pretty good at timing my guards so that I don't have to use too many healing items. I'm probably going to get through the game pretty efficiently as far as that goes. Usually it helps that I'm so anal about keeping them above 50% health too. Alright. I'm going to let Shauna heal one more because she's in the most danger. Her HP's low and her physical defense is crap. Pretty sure her physical defense is the lowest in the game too, so yeah. I think we can kill him quickly enough.
Volcano!
It's not really a damage race since, I've got that really nice healing. I really love the way that defense and healing works in this game. It's another one of those unique aspects, One of the things that makes this game really stand out for me. I mean, there really hasn't been any other game that did a battle system just like this. I mean, there's some stuff with timed hits, but nothing to this extent,
I mean, I remember the battle system fondly. I just kind of wish, the story lived up to...
I know. But, I enjoy it because of its cheesiness rather than in spite of it.
I mean, it's one of those things, it's not you play through it once and, you don't regret it or anything. Because, it's a fine little story. It's just, uninspired in the extreme.
Yeah, that's very true. Sweet, more levels, and I got a Night Shield. And a new addition for Lavitz. Night Shield's my first accessory. I'm pretty sure it just increases physical defense by a set percentage. Or a set number, so I'm going to be giving that right to Shauna, because she needs it badly. I don't think it's percentage. I hope it's not percentage, because if it is, then it's not going to do great for Shauna, since her stat is so low to begin with. And now time for the daring escape, that I'm going to have no part of. This is all cutscene zone right here. Completely. Oh man, I love this. This is another one of those cheesy things I was talking about. He just jumped a bridge on a horse. I love it. Also, these are some really weird looking horses. Holy crap. They look like horse anteater hybrids. I love it. And uh-oh, it's the hooded guy wearing his menacing black cloak and hood. There's kind of a Middle Eastern feel to the whole soundtrack, I think, or at least significant parts of it. There's a lot of it, is definitely European or European style medieval fantasy. But I feel like there's some Middle Eastern, to this piece of music particularly. A lot of the ones associated with some of the the more villainous aspects of the game. Now that I think about it, wow, that's kind of terrible. Thanks, Japan.
I kind of doubt that's what they were trying to imply.
Maybe not.